This just in, me and the boys have officially outgrown our shop. On a good note, however, we purchased some land that we're able to build a brand new shop on. The bad news is we only got about $190,000 to work with, and between the two sheds, it's going to cost us $145,000. And this grass sure as heck is not going to cut itself. I'm going to start hanging some flyers and calling up as many friends as I possibly can to make my dreams come true. Never mind, they're going to be all of our dreams, but let's get into the video, guys, and we'll see you here in just a second. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome now to this quick little special rendition where, as stated in the intro, we've kind of like outgrown this shop. I need to start expanding, and luckily we were able to buy ourselves a little plot of land. Hint, hint, wink, wink. If you guys have not seen C-Boy's viral video, over 100 people helped them mow their brand new acreage lot to start possibly working on a new compound, then I hate to say it, you're missing out on the action. You guys can find that linked video in the top right-hand corner. But with where this company's going, we need to start expanding and getting this operation a lot bigger. To do that, we're going to need to go and start advertising. So Daryl, Corey, and me are going to go run around, drop some flyers around, and start getting phone calls, see if we can get as many friends as possible. We do not have nearly as many people as the C-Boys did, but we're going to try and get at least 20 people to help us mow this acreage lot that we have to go and clear out before we can start construction. If you guys enjoy interpretation content like this, where you just take an idea from something that somebody did in real life and tried to do it in Farm Sim, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below. We are on the race to 100,000 public subscribers by the end of this year. And I'm really not going to lie, I was sitting in bed last night and I went, you know, that'd be kind of funny to see if you could make this happen in Farm Sim using the Follow Me mod. I do need you guys to hit the comments though and let me know. I'm using a different mic. I think my old headset mic finally gave out after a few years. And this is actually my old, I used to joke, I call it my State Farm's headset. This thing literally looks like your customer service, one arm around the top and the one ear and one mic. It's hilarious. But if you guys think this microphone actually sounds good and you guys would like to hear this for videos to come, I'm more than happy to try and use this one until I can possibly get myself a new mic. Let's just post the one flyer right there. If you guys are interested, come mow my yard. I'll pay you 20 bucks. Fantastic. I'm going to keep rolling around, get these things posted, and we will see you guys hopefully back at the shop when we have some people start showing up.
Later.
I don't think I want to be that guy, but I'm pretty sure I hear some mowers outside. Oh yeah, we got them lined up in full. So we had 17 total mowers, because including my absolute barnyard piece of garbage. I mean, it's not pretty. Don't look at it. It just barely runs. I'm surprised it hasn't blown up yet. We have 16 other mowers out here that are really wanting to come out and help us. We have Daryl on his Z-Track Z994R. Kevin's over on his Husqvarna. He's like holding the clutch right now. Kevin, are you okay, Kevin? Are you fine? And then Corey's kind of like apparently on like 2 or 3 different mowers, but he's on one of them, which is a Troy built, and the other one is a Toro. Sweet. Everybody just follow the conga line. We're gonna head over to this place and start getting some grass mowed. The things I do for fun. 10 bucks says somebody gets stuck on this with the AI coming out of there. You know, I might not have friends with tractors, but I sure as heck got some friends with some lawnmowers. Look at that conga line going all the way back to the Kubota. We got a little ways to go, though. We're going to hopefully be able to make it to this field. Have little to no issues with getting all this grass mowed. But we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of grass to mow. Will this be an absolutely smooth, no problem process? I highly doubt it, but we can always believe.
I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Simple life.
Arriving at the field now, we actually went and grabbed our neighbor's Kawasaki Mule, just borrowing it as basically a camera vehicle. But we're rolling into what I would suppose is probably about 10 to 15 acres worth of ground. We're going to try and mow all of this with all of these wonderful people. How this is going to work, I have zero clue. But we're going to attempt it. So let's try and get everybody lined up since they did have to sign a waiver, and we'll see just how good of a job we can do.
2 hours later.
We've kind of readjusted everybody's position on the mowers, and I've had an issue where I noticed that for some odd reason some of these guys cut grass and the other ones do not. At least while being a hired worker, I'm going to jump on the MTD yard machine, and we're going to start cutting grass. We have Kevin following behind me with Daryl and Corey, and then every single one of our fabulous people that decided to show up today. Our mower line that only cuts grass apparently goes back to the Dixie chopper. Kevin's going to scoot out just a smidgen, cover a little bit more ground. We're going to keep mowing though, as I believe this is actually going to save me money just like it did the Sea-Boys. Instead of having somebody come in here, mow it and bale it and take 10 hours, we might be able to just do this in about 30 minutes. I'm about 100 people short, and of course, half of these guys can't even mow the lawn for some odd reason. But I think our end quality cut goal is going to be met. And I'll be pleasantly surprised with how much grass we're actually taking out in one pass. So let's speed this process up, and we'll catch back to you guys in just a little bit. First breakdown of the day. Apparently, I figured this thing wouldn't last the whole time. It was either going to basically break or run out of fuel. There was no in between. So I'm going to load this in the back of the Kawasaki, and we're going to keep on going with this field. It sucks that I can't get the rest of these mowers to cut. I don't know what's wrong with that, but we'll make with what we have. Yep. In you go. There we go. That looks fantastic. Just throw one quick strap because we're never going to drive that fast anyway to throw that thing out. Let's get back to the front of the conga line. In reality, I was only able to go 6 miles an hour because of that thing. Let's crank up the speed and see how fast we can really go. Come on, gents. Let's see how fast we can cook this field down. I'm really tempted to try and do like some fancy mowing maneuvers where they do the whole back around and spin and come back, cut through, but I know all that's going to do is just cause an absolute havoc. So the 5 mowers that are actually cutting, which really sucks because I'd actually like to try that with a mower line that only has 6 cutting out of 16 mowers. I'm not really complaining though, because this is actually awesome that this is working as well as it is anyways in the first place. We're going to keep mowing along though, and if I was able to get some drone shots, I'd love for you guys to see that. If I can't, then we're just going to mow the rest of this yard and call it a day. You know, I actually, I've only run one of these things once. Buddy, would you be able to let me run this for a little bit, and then we'll have you pop on the old yard machine? All right, sweet, bud, thanks. Slight change in plans. I'm going to run the front-mounted deer mower for just a hair bit. I'll have to send the yard machine to the back because that's one of the mowers for some odd reason that doesn't like to cut very well. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have actually used one of these front-mounted mowers, but I have used one and it was a Kubota. I actually prefer the Kubotas over the Deers for one reason. That is the visibility off the back covers. You can see a heck of a lot better looking back on a Kubota than you can the Deers. It's just the shape of the hood. I'm going to be gutsy and I'm going to try one little move to see if this actually helps make this process a little bit faster. If you guys would like to check out my landscape series though, that is also hosted on Tahiti County, Iowa, be sure to check out that playlist in the top right-hand corner. We got a lot of great projects on that, and I'd love for you guys to go and see that. We actually did a Throwback Thursday video, I think 2 weeks ago now. I gotta thank all these wonderful people for coming out and helping me. They really donated their time. We really wanted to have some fun today, and I think this is just a great way to get the community connected. And I really don't know what's going on with my little yard machine there. I was cooking along with that thing, and he's just cruising back there. That's actually Owen. Owen's just cruising back there. What's going on, man? Get your speed going. We got to get this yard mowed, not driving around on slow speed on Sunday morning. Uh-oh. I think we got ourselves another breakdown. Looks like it's the Cub Cadet this time. Almost is like an elimination round. We gotta see how long these mowers can last. Oh, he snapped the belt. Oops. That's not good. I guess the Cub Cadet's gonna get helped out by the yard machine, leaving us 2 less people to possibly get hit. Unless the little 56 or somebody else on the backside decides to hit him. I don't think they will, but there's a good chance of it. It's starting to look like it. Don't you do it, Kubota. Don't do it. Looks like the Toro's out for the count now, too. He must have ran out of fuel as well. Everybody's dropping out like flies. Comment below, I guess, who do you think is going to be the next mower to drop? We still got a few strong ones going. And finishing out on the last segment, excuse me, boys. That is pretty much the entirety of this field that has been mowed. Mowers off, mowers off. Between 17 mowers, what could have been probably done in 15 to 20 minutes, sadly took us about 45 minutes in real time. Could have been done in probably 15 to 20 if all these mowers were actually cutting. But I really have to thank all these glorious people for coming out and making this a very interesting day. We got all the grass except for a couple hit and miss spots completely mowed out. But I'm going to get my new sheds placed up, built up within the next few months. So big thanks to all of these guys. I think that is going to do it though for this video. If you guys really did like this, be sure to check out the original by C-Boys TV where they actually had over 100 people with lawnmowers going down, and it was just hilarious. It's one of my favorite videos to watch. But be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below. I shall see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.